Good morning, everybody. Yes, so we're going to talk about maths for this week. Remember, I said for this week we're going to start with the measurement. So it says color by measurement purpose. So here we did this one in the class already, where we have a different purpose for different measurement equipment. Here is a ruler. We use it to measure the length from here to here. You use the ruler to measure things like this. You want to measure this length, you use the ruler. And also the tape. You can use the tape to measure for something longer, maybe the length of the house. And here is the thermometer. We use it to measure the hotness, the temperature. Here we have the thermometer. We use it in the hospital. We use it at home also. Mommy has it. Here's the thermometer. And here, this is to measure the time, the stopwatch. Here, this is the alarm clock. You want to wake up by 7 o'clock. Mommy sets the alarm with the alarm timer. Here is the wall clock. You can set the time also with the clock, and you can use it to check the time. Here is the stopwatch. This is used by the athletes if they need to get the seconds and the minutes of the time. If an athlete is running, they can use this to get the timer. And next is for the weight. This is used to measure the weight. When you go to the doctor's office, the doctor uses this one and say, oh, stand on the weight, and they get your weight. And this is used for the weight in the doctor's office at home. This is used in the grocery stores when you go to the butcher parts where they sell the meat, where they sell the fish, the shrimp, and the vegetables. They use the scale. It's called a scale. This is a scale, and this is another type of scale. We have the 3 types. This is for the human. You can stand on it. This is for the groceries when you buy the fish and the meat. And this one is to measure the balance. So here we put something heavy and we put something light, just like this. You can see in the worksheets the balance. So whichever one that is heavy, it goes down. The one that is light goes up. So we use it to measure the different things. You can put 2 different things on it and see which one is heavy and which one is lighter. So that's for the weight. And here the cups, the containers, is for the capacity. It's called the volume. So here you want to measure how much water you can put in the food, how much medicine you can take. You know, when the doctor gives mommy the medicine and said use this one to measure the amount you can give to your kids, you use the spoon to measure how much drugs you can use. So that's for the things that we use for measurement. We have different things for measurement, and this is all we have for measurement. So here we are going to continue with our measurements. We're going to start with the weight. So here, to measure the weight of something, you use the scale. So here is to balance the scale. Here we have the tomatoes and we have the pumpkin. Obviously, where's my pencil or my pen? The pumpkin is how the pen? Right here. So the pumpkin is obviously heavier. It's more heavy than the tomatoes because the pumpkin is very big. So here you want to tick yes for the pumpkin and no for the tomatoes, because the instruction says tick the heavy one and cross out the light ones. So here we're going to do this one. Here we have the eggplant and we have the lime. The eggplant is obviously bigger, and the limes, they are tiny limes and they are smaller. So the eggplant is obviously big. So we go here, the eggplant is bigger, the lime is smaller. So in this worksheet, as you have sent this week, you're going to tick the one that is heavy and cancel the one that is lighter. The lighter means when it's smaller, it doesn't weigh as much as the other ones weigh. So that's that for the weight. Let me see this one. Okay, here for the weight. Okay, and this one also is another type of measurement, and this is the scale. That is the balance. The first one is called the balance scale. This is to balance and which one is heavier and which one is lighter. But here, this is the scale. You can only put one thing on this scale. So here we have the cabbage, and here we have the numbers starting from, this is 11, 12. So here we have 1, 2. You can number it if it's not showing. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 here. So this is to measure how much it weighs. So here it's pointing to number 14. You can see the arrow is pointing to 14. So that means the cabbage weighs 14 kilograms. This, for the measurement, we use the kilogram. So here we have 14 kilogram. You put the kilogram outside. For the measurement, we have to put the kilogram because that's how we know how much it weighs. For the use of the length, we use centimeters or we use inches. But for this, we use a kilogram. You can see the example. The avocado, it weighs 1 kilogram. Here we have 1. Okay? It's pointing to number 1. If the line is not showing, you can write it properly. Mommy can help you write it out. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. And the last one is 15. So the arrow, you remember when we did the time, the hand is pointing to number 1. So that means the avocado weighs 1 kilogram. Okay, this is 1 kilogram. Here we have the onion. Again, we go back and do the number properly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this arrow is pointing to number 9. That means the onion weighs 9 kilograms. Do not forget to put your kg, okay? The kg means kilogram, kilo and gram, okay? So sometimes some things are so small they can weigh just a gram, and why when it's big it becomes a kilo and a gram. So that's why we have the kg, the kilogram. So you're going to do the rest. Tell mommy to help you, please write it properly because it didn't come out properly, by numbering it first, and then so you can know where it's pointing to. So this one, the tomatoes, is pointing to number 2. That means it weighs 2 kilograms. Here is the corn. It's pointing to this number. When you write it properly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is weighing 8 kilograms. So you're going to fix this one by adding the kilogram. So when we're done with the weight, here's a little thing you can do. It's called the sorting out by the height. So it says paste the carrot in order from the shortest to tallest. So how long it is. Here we have a pencil and a pen. So here they almost look the same, you can see, but one is taller. Continue. So one is taller. Let's use something that is quite bigger than each other. Oh, everything weighs almost the same thing. Okay, let me use the phone. So here we have the phone, and here we have the marker. The phone is obviously taller than the marker, okay? So the marker is short, the phone is taller, and that is length. That is how we measure the length. So here it says, cut it out. You cut out the pictures, and you start from the smallest to the biggest. So obviously, where's my pencil? Obviously, this one is smaller than this one. So this is the first one. You want to cut it and put it here. The next smaller is this one. This is number 2. And after this one, it's this one. This is number 3. And after that one, this one or this one, obviously this one. This is number 4. And this is the tallest. That's number 5. You can see the lines, how tall they go. You can see. So this one stops here. This one stops here. This one stops here. And this one stops here. And the last one, you can see obviously it's bigger. So you cut it out and you paste it from the smallest to the biggest. And the last one is the tallest. So that's how to measure the height of the objects. So now also to measure the height of the objects, we have this one. And in this case, we use the blocks. So you have to use the blocks. Now you're going to write the numbers of the blocks. Already we have the arrows. So here for the monkey, you count how many blocks from here to this place. So have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So for the monkey, we have 5 blocks, because that's how tall it is. But for the giraffe, obviously the giraffe is bigger than the monkey. So you want to count the giraffe start from here. So you're going to use, it stops here. You're going to use this, and it starts from here. So let's count for the giraffe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the giraffe is tall by 9 blocks, and the monkey is by 5 blocks. So you count it starting from the upper part to where it stops here. So if you can draw the line so you know which of the blocks you can draw it. If not, just eyeball it and you can see how long it is. So here we have the chick. You can see the chick is smaller than the owl. Here the chick is just 1, 2. 2 blocks for the chicks. And here we have the owl. The owl stop on this block here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So the owl is 4 blocks. So that's another form of measurement, measuring by blocks. Okay, you're going to do the rabbit and the cat, the dog, sorry, dog or hen, and the skunk. You just measure it by the blocks, count the blocks and write which one belongs to which one here. And also, this one is not clear. Let me use this one. So we said, okay, we did the block. Let's use the one with the ruler. So remember we said we use the ruler as a form of measurement to measure the length or the height. So this is called the length, and this is the breadth. So we use the ruler now. This is the ruler. We want to measure how long this pencil is. So this is the pencil. The pencil is, we start from 0 to 6. So this is a centimeter, right? Remember the kilogram, we said that for the scale we use kilogram, but for the ruler we use centimeter or we use inches, but this is centimeter. So we use the centimeter. It says measure the length of each pencil and write it in the box. So here is the pencil. This one stops at what? At 4 centimeter. That's how long this one is. So you write here 4 and you put the centimeter outside. So the measurement for the ruler is centimeters, okay? Here is a shorter one. Start from 0 until 2. So this is 2 centimeter. You can put the centimeter outside, you can put it inside. And this is very small. You can see how small this is. And it stops counting from 0 and it stops on 1. So that becomes 1 centimeter.